Hey, what's up YouTube? Got another video for you while I take a break from wet sanding and buffing the car. Hopefully I'll have that done soon and show you guys how that turned out. But just taking a break from it. And in this video, I'm going to be installing a dome light kit system. I don't have one on the car currently, obviously, but it was either something I deleted when I was restoring this car a long time ago, or it never came on the car when I got it. So I don't have like the switches that go in the door jambs or the dome light or anything like that. So I bought a kit and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's kind of cool the way it works with the ground system and how it can trigger on and off at certain times. So I'm going to walk through that, and it's just going to be one of those things that's nice to have for a street car at night, have the lights come on when you open the door. So just one of those little things that'll be nice to have. And yeah, let's get this installed. Okay, so first I'll talk about the door switch if you guys don't know how this operates. So the lights that I bought, these are the LED tubes, they've got a positive and negative. The positive on the lights are connected to the battery positive or relay, and they're always on. It's always connected right to 12 volts. There's no switch on that end. The switching is on the negative end, and this goes in your door jamb. So this goes into the hole of your door jamb. It's bolted in with a nut that comes on the back side. It's bolted in. So this shaft here is grounded to the chassis of the car, and then the grounding wire comes to the end here. So right now the door would be opened, and this shank is grounded to the shaft of this thing. Now when you close the door is going to come and push it away, and you can see how the end there is no longer touching the body of the, this body. So it's not grounded anymore. So that would turn the lights off. When you open the door, boom, it's grounded. That would turn the lights on. So that is kind of how the ground works. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run a switch also, and I'm going to put it on my center console so that when the doors are closed, I have the ability to turn the lights on. Say if we're eating something in the car, we can turn the lights on, or looking for something, we can turn them on. So, and that is, again, just think of it as you have a ground wire that's going to each point, each door that's continuous. That same ground wire comes off and tees into one side of the switch. The other side of the switch goes to a ground. So again, if at any point the grounding wire sees ground, it's going to turn the lights on. So we'll just run through this test scenario real quick. I'm going to give it power. I've got an alligator clip here, and the lights turned on. So because I don't have this bolted into the door jamb, I have an alligator clip grounded to the battery. So just imagine this shaft is grounded via, in the door jamb, but right now it's just grounded using this grounding cable so I can show you. Two wires on the end here. One is from the LEDs and one is going to the switch. Now I'm going to simulate the door being closed, and the lights turn off. We're no longer touching the body of the bolt, and then the door opens, lights come on. Now let's say the door is closed. I'm going to hold this closed, and we have this switch here now, and we're going to complete the circuit of the switch so that the other this wire that's coming off of here is going to end up going to the battery. And now the lights came on even though the door's closed. So hopefully that gave you a decent explanation. So turn that off. Doors open now, and the lights came back on. And then, even though the door is open, doesn't matter what I do here, the lights are going to be on. Again, because it's seeing ground. So hopefully that is a bit of an explanation of how the grounding system works. And I'm just going to run these through the car. Also, I bought this kit on Amazon, I think. This is just LEDs, solid white, and this little thing kind of just made it easier to have a single junction box for all the wires to come to, and then, you know, whatnot, so I don't have to splice in everything. This kind of does it all for me. It's got all the wires ran to here, and that's nice. A lot of projects going on, and the switch that I was operating actually doesn't fit in the door here. There's such a small clearance. I had to actually buy the OEM Datsun ones because I couldn't get my door shut with the one I was showing you with. So I had to buy these. They had to come from China, so it's about a month later. And just want to give you a little bit more explanation because I'm about ready to install it in the car. This wire back here coming out of the hole, that is from the ground side of the LED lights. There's two wires that come together right here. One is from the LED lights, and one is going to my switch in the center console, like I kind of talked about earlier. And then this operates in the same way, on, off, touching the body. Now it's no longer touching the body. This metal housing here gets grounded on the chassis of the car here, so you want to make sure you clean your metal here. I just painted my car, so I did have to use some sandpaper, make sure it was getting a good ground connection. So the way I wired this in is if the battery's kill switch in the back is on, so I have multiple kill switches. One is back at the battery, and another one is kind of like a key. So obviously I'll have this in my pocket or something. I have other kill switches, not just this one too, though. This will be in my pocket. These lights will still be getting power, so just FYI, just like a normal car would be. So as soon as I start pushing this into its spot, it might start sparking just a little bit, and that's because my doors are open. And nothing is pushing on the thing. So you can see the lights came on, and it's not even pushed all the way in its spot. So I'll just go ahead and so I need to seat it the rest of the way, but you get the idea. I'm gonna push it, lights go off, released, and it's working how I designed it. So now I just need to finish the wiring for the other one, and let me shut this door. Lights turned off, you see, and I'll walk to the other side and basically show you that the switch in the center console works. So this is the switch for the interior. Pretty nice. So this one I don't have wired in yet, so I can have this door open, but I'll get that wired in and meet you afterwards. So both door jamb switches are fully installed. Everything is working as it should and as I intended. So hopefully this video kind of explained how that works and maybe just gave you something to learn or just something to watch. So now I can open the door, lights come on. Pretty cool. One thing too I did was I shortened the length of this plastic piece here, and what that did was it lets the light turn on a bit sooner after you open the door. So it turns on right about there, versus with it being longer it took to like maybe out here. And the reason for that is the longer that shaft is, the longer it takes, or the more you have to get the door away from the switch for it to come in contact with the body. So if you just shorten it up a little bit, you can have the light turn on a lot sooner. So don't have to open the door as far. I could even shorten it a bit more so that like basically just barely opening the door will crack those lights on, but I think opening it this far is good enough for what I like. And that's about it. I guess I'll hop in and give one last look of the both doors closed. Light went off and got the switch. So, all right, that's where we're gonna end it for this video. See you later.